Hello again. You know, I don't know why, but I love when I watch other people's videos on organizing their scraps. Actually, probably because I love dealing with scraps. But as you can see, my boxes has gotten full again, and this is the only box that I allow myself because otherwise I get too anxious about having too many scraps. So I'm going to dig through this one today, and I figured I'd bring you along for the ride. Alrighty, so let's work on this. Okay, so first things I'm going to do is go through, let's see, this is all decorative paper up here, and this is all solid cardstock things. So I'm going to start back there. Oops. And actually I'm going to go through the whole thing and see if I can, how many card fronts I can get out of this stuff. Let's see. Oop, that one. So we need a straight edge on that. And this is 4 1/4. I need them to be 4 by 5 and 4 by over 5. Okay, between 5 and 6. So I can definitely do that on this one too. Oops, let me trim this edge. Okay, 4 inches by, let's go ahead and do the 6 because I prefer the 6 when I can. Alrighty, and then the smaller scraps I can put back in here. Alrighty, next. And this is going to be perfect 4-inch width. And I'll do the 6 inches. And I can go back in here. And this is just a package to stick all those little bits and pieces in when I find them. And let's see. That's a pretty gold piece. It's actually an envelope, so I'm going to cut it apart. This will make pretty layer. That's pretty. All right, so let's see. Is there enough there? Yep, there is. Perfect. And this, if I do it the right way, if I go here, then I can leave this on and just cover it. Now, can I cut that? Oh, yes. Perfect. All right, so I can still cover that up. All right, now, those are skinny strips. All right, and these are in here. How wide are these? Ooh, that's perfect already. This was actually a cutting board, the Fisker's cutting board that I had recently got. So I cut that up. So that's a nice thick chipboard, but that can be used too. All right, these are kind of big, but not long enough. All right, here's one. That one's just wide enough. All right, so let's do this. This really makes it easier for me to cut them up like this, because then I can just grab the fronts and just glue them right on. That's perfect, okay. Here's it long enough. I love printing the envelopes and using those for card fronts too, because the colors are just so pretty. I mean, look at, that's just so pretty. This is really smooth too. I like the way that feels. That way first. Trim that edge off, rather. Kids are starting to get excited because we have a upcoming trip. We're going to be going to Hershey Park, so they're really looking forward to that. Oh, that was off of some. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. I like that. That's funny. But I love this black and white. So, how wide is that? That's a little bit. Oh, that is a little bit wider. You know what? I think I might. Let's see. No, I guess I'll cut it off. All right. That looks neat. We love going on family trips with both daughters and all the grandkids, all 3 grandkids, I should say. That is definitely our favorite thing in the whole wide world to do, is to do anything with our kids. You know, it was funny because every time we visit Kevin's parents, and we go anywhere, then they're just so proud to announce that, yeah, the kids are here visiting. Yeah, the kids are here visiting, and we're 57 and 56. So, and we're still the kids, but to them, we are still the kids because they're up in their 70s and 80s. So, but it's so cute that they refer to us as the kids. Got a lot of envelopes in here because my friend has been saving them for me, and I save them from our own mail too. Oops, the slivers can go up in there. All right. Ooh, that's a dizzy one. A lot more in here than I realized. I've been hanging on to these silly things instead of trimming them down. Look at the pile that I've got already just from what I've just done. That's awesome. All right, so let's put this in this box up here so I can move this out of the way, and I can put this box right here. All righty. There. Oh, much better. Now I've got some space. I'm trying to squeeze everything in here. All righty. Now, these envelopes. You're getting to see the real nitty-gritty here with every single thing that I'm doing now. You know, I went to the post office yesterday, and I love what our post office is doing. We have there's a table in there as soon as you walk in the post office, in the main area where all the post boxes are, and they've allowed a table to be set up so that it's a book and puzzle exchange, which I think is a wonderful, fun idea. So you can go in there, and if you see a book you want to read, you take it and read it. You can either keep it or take it back and let somebody else read it, which is really a cool idea. And I noticed there was a puzzle in there yesterday, so I grabbed that for my friend because she really likes to do puzzles. And the poor thing, she's in her 80s. She just hit 80, and everything's breaking on her. Her husband died about 6 years ago now, and now the dishwasher has broken 3 times since he's passed on. So now the dishwasher just broke again. Her garbage disposal broke. Now her TV just broke. Last time I went over there, her TV's broken now. And her computer died. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh. She's trying to look on the bright side of things. And try to stop herself from getting all upset and worked up about it, which is really hard to do. So that's why when I saw that puzzle, I went, oh my goodness, I've got to grab this puzzle for her because she's such a sweetheart. And she started and completed a big puzzle last week because of lack of TV and computer. So, and she said it was kind of nice to have that kind of break. So, which I'm sure it is. Alrighty, let's see. If I cut this right, I might be able to get a card out of the bottom portion. Oh, just do it. How wide is this? 4. Alright, let me get my other cutting board. I can cut this bigger. I can fold that and get a card out of that. That's a good idea. And this extra piece I can put on the top. There, that's a good idea. Alrighty, let's put this one back and grab the other cutting board. Alrighty, so now I'm done with all those colored pieces. Oops, nope, not quite yet. I still have these ones, okay. 1.5 by 4. There. so we are done with all these. And I'll go through this afterwards. I keep wanting to play with those too. Okay, now let's do the other one. Let's see, here's one. Yellow on one side and red on the other. Alrighty, and that is, this needs to be trimmed a wee bit. Alright, so let's do, just got to even up these edges, and this can be used. And there's a pretty picture on the front too, but we'll see. Okay, that's a long piece. That's a piece that I need to trim. That came from that same box that I just used. Cut it apart with scissors. There. More of that box. Nice. That must have been a folder or something. Laying them in sideways, silly me. Alrighty, anything else in here? Yes. Oh, there's a magnet on this one. That wasn't supposed to be in there, that's why. Okay, how wide is that? Alright, so let's just do this. Let's trim that edge up. Trim that edge, make it 4 inches by 6. There, that's pretty. Better move these out of the way. That's a whole sheet that needs to be folded in half, made into a card. I like when I put my mind to doing this because then I get through it fairly quickly, and then I can start gluing these card fronts on cards. Why does that? Alrighty, anything else in here? Yes, I've got brown paper. And alright, I think that's it. So, very good. Yay me. So now look at my box, and I've gotten down, I know it doesn't look like much, but I've gotten down about halfway, which is awesome. And this stuff is not supposed to be in here. So I can move this out of the box. Alright, so now, piece of scrap paper, paper. Alrighty, so now I guess I can cut the, got all those big ones. I'm very pleased with that. Now I can cut some trading card size. Alright, let's do that. Next, trading card. See, in the envelopes, I don't like to cut too small because I like to use these to border around images. So I'm going to throw those back towards here. The other stuff, I'll definitely trim if it's big enough. There, see, these are envelopes. So I like to line other things with that. That's not big enough. All right, but these are certainly big enough, and these are chipboard from tissue boxes. I'm not sure if that's big enough or not. All right, and this is all there. All right, those are all envelopes. All right, good. Alrighty, so let's cut these down to trading card size, which is 2.5 by 3.5. So there's 3.5, and there's 2.5. This one I'm thinking, you know what, cut these out for card fronts because they are plenty wide enough and they're pretty. There. And I can make those work. All right, now we can cut these down to 2.5. Little pile of those. And all of these strips I'm going to end up stamping on, I'm sure. Alright, so these are paper. Alrighty, so now let's go through cardstock back here. I think that one might be wide enough. Doesn't feel like it, but we'll see. That I might be able to use as a card front. that's the end of the box after I do this, besides the smaller scraps. So this will be good. Let's see, 3.5 by 2.5. I'm also trimming off the little scrappy looking edges so that when I'm using it, sometimes I use those edges, but sometimes I just want them off so that I can use the rest of it. That's 2 pieces of paper here, but that's okay. We can trim it down. You know what? That's long enough to go on a card front, so let's do that. These are long enough to just lay on a card front too. And this is, if I just trim it down, oh, that's exact anyway, so right, good. So sometimes I will do it this way, and then sometimes I'll use my large punches and cut stuff out if I need some more images. But for right now, I've got plenty of images of shapes punched out already, so I figure I'll just use these instead. All right, this is cute. That looks like piggies walking across the front and a sun over there. I think I might put that on a bigger, or on a card here. Save that, that's cute. Alrighty, is that 2.5? Nope, not quite. Alright, so that can go back in there. This has tape on the edge. Let's see. You know what? That's long enough. I could do a card front. Just let that corner be open. Why not? Is that 2.5? Not quite, but I can make it work. So, I have all these. Leave those there for now. Okay, so I have oh look, I even saved, I found this Burberry Brit for her, and I love this background. It's so pretty. So I had to save the box and cut it apart so that I can lay stuff on it for layering. Just because it's so pretty. So I can put that with my card layers. Alrighty, so I gotta look at the back. I think I've got, how wide are these? Let's see. those are just, well, some of these are cardstock and some are just paper. That's paper. All right, so this is all paper, so I can make this into a paper pad for the grandkids. And this is cardstock. So is that 2.5? Yes, it is. Alrighty. So let's put that piece up there. All right, good. That'll work. All right. So I think we're good. So I've got this pile of art trading card size, 2.5 by 3.5. I've got this pile. Whoops. Is there more? Yes. Of card fronts, which I can definitely use those. So I'm going to put these away. And the trading card ones away. And then I can make a pad of paper out of that. All right, and for now, I'm going to shut this off, and then I'll start another video, because this is 31 minutes already. I'm going to start another video right away so that I can show you how I deal with all of these. All right, so if you're liking these videos, please give me a like, and until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.